last night I got together with my wife and Theme Park Rob, an adventure with Stephers, and I wanted them to be part of a multiple segment video I was going to do on Secret Santa. Instead, we talked 45 minutes on not only Secret Santa, but holiday traditions, Universal, Disney. We talked about a lot of stuff. So I'm just going to make this its own segment. And I hope you enjoy this fun video. I had a great time making it. And we'll talk about Secret Santa again a couple more times, as I'm going to film a little bit of my Secret Santa family tonight. And when I finally open my Secret Santa gift, which I got from a friend here on the internet. So I'll divulge you when it comes time. All right, so let's roll the video. All right, so I've gathered a few people here, a few crazy people here to discuss the holiday tradition of Secret Santa. And this is the tradition where instead of buying everybody on Earth a present, everybody pulls a name out of a hat or an elfster, pulled it out of an elf. I don't really know how they did it. Probably some sort of software. And they you pick a person and you find them a present. And so I want to talk first, Stephers and Rob here. I don't know where I'm pointing. It's all over the place. And just Stephanie, Stephers, Stephanie, Stephers, not Stephanie. Stephers. Whoever put that name on you on our Discord, that just made it so hard because I see Stephanie as the last thing in there.
I mean, it's my birth name. It's okay.
So you're the one that instigated this for us last year.
Correct.
And started a fantastic Discord that we hang out on. That's not secret, I hope, or we're sharing to the world here.
Oh, we can share. It's all good.
And what inspired you to do that?
So I'm part of a lot of Facebook groups, and I have crazy family. So on the Facebook groups, I found Elfster, which is the website that we use to sign up and draw the names. And then I was just thinking about my family. We usually do what's it called? Not dirty. Is it Dirty Santa?
Dirty
Pink
Santa,
elephant.
Or white elephant.
White elephant. We do both.
Mm-hmm.
We do
Dirty
both.
Santa sounds wrong.
Well, it is what it is. We've done both. So I was like, I wonder if these people, like, we could do like a, Disney or park related or just whatever and get together and get some gifts for people. So I was like, why not? And luckily people signed up. So we're good on that.
Turned out to be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy it. I think last year we had people record themselves opening their gifts. This year it's been a kerfuffle. So everyone's getting their gifts at different times. I know my person hasn't gotten theirs yet. It's fine.
We used to have this thing we did every week that I was hoping we would have done it on, but it never works out.
I mean,
but
I'm sorry. Gimli's sorry too. He's down here. He says,
Hey,
I didn't
Gimli.
get a gift.
I didn't get
it. Yeah.
My granddaughter, we do Secret Santa in our family because once my daughter got married and my nieces and nephews got married and there were so many and they were all newly married and they had no money. And they were like, can we just do like a Secret Santa instead of buying for everybody? And so we started doing it with the adults, but the grandkids still get presents from everyone. And so our granddaughter asked us the other day, what can I do to get involved in the Secret Santa? And I said, well, if you want to do Secret Santa, that's fine. But then that's the only thing you get. You don't get presents from everybody else. And she was like, oh, well, no, I still want to get the presents from everybody. But how can I get into the Secret Santa too? So she was hoping to, get it from all sides. That's what she was hoping for.
Yeah, no, we don't do that anymore.
So poor Gimli. Like
so do we all have history with Secret Santa in our past lives? Have everybody done this like as a kid or with family or coworkers?
I've done it with family.
I have done it one time, and that was last year with the help of Stephers.
Just one time. That's
one time.
That's shocking. Do you have a big family or
not really?
You can always say none of your freaking business if you want to.
Right. No. I could say that, but they'd be like, what the hell is wrong with him? No, we didn't have a big family, so and my mother would have never allowed a Secret Santa it would not have ever flown with her because she is buying gifts for everybody, kids, grandkids, whoever it was. And so
Was she good at it though? Because
yeah.
I liked it when I was a kid because we had gotten to the point where you would get like a pair of gloves and there'd be like 17 pairs of gloves or a tie or something. Who wears ties?
Socks.
I hated ties then. Socks.
No,
Who's
my
getting me
mom
underwear? Stop it. No.
my mom
None.
shopped year round. I mean, she was always paying attention to any conversation anybody was having.
Mhm.
One year I ended up with, and I know this is going away from the Secret Santa story, but I ended up with an air compressor hose because mine was starting to crack, and she's like, "Well, you needed it, you know." And I had talked about that like in June, so she had gone out, bought them, and had them tossed someplace wherever at the house. But
That's gift giving right there.
yeah,
I love that.
heck yeah.
Because
I
I
mean-
love the idea that she knows you well enough that she knew something that you wanted and you needed. That to me is
Right.
all about the Christmas giving. My family got really into they just did gift cards for so long. And I was like, it's not that I don't appreciate a gift card, but I like the idea of choosing something special for somebody. And that's why I get so excited about the Secret Santa that Stephers started, because you always do the wish list so you can kind of know what people love, so you can find, something special for them. And
Right. And that was what I enjoyed. I mean, I had Lewis last year for the first time, and Lewis made it easy for me. I
was going to bring those out, but we've started packing up some of our things for something we are going to have to do in the early new year next year.
We're getting ready to move again. So.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's only been a year.
Yeah. We haven't really told anybody yet.
Oh, well, you just told the internet. We need to be in Jackson.
I just told 4 or 5 extra people.
Yeah, just a few.
Yeah, me and Jackson are trying to move too, but there's just nothing here, so it's kind of sad. Gimli just needs a yard.
He does.
He gets a gift because he's the child. I
So
need a
obviously-
horse.
I always like to I get something for our daughter's dog, Maddie, and I get something for their cat, Moose, too, just because, they're part of the family. And so I want them to have a goodie, too.
We're not
Yeah, I
exactly
think
kindred spirits on this.
I think you're supposed to buy the animals gifts. I mean, we always have. So
See, I think so. Lewis gives me a hard
Yeah.
time about it, but I like it.
You get a gift, Gimli. Don't you worry, buddy. He
I'm not
doesn't care.
against it. But
He's just going to rip it in literally 2 seconds, so I just spend the money and... it's fine. I need an indestructible toy, but I can't seem to find any. So...
Oh, yeah.
an indestructible toy. That's
Well, all the fabric ones, he chews the seams so it just opens and all the stuffing comes out, and then he gets the squeaker and he wants to chew the squeaker. Okay, bye. I didn't want to talk to you anyway. Rude.
I just mean I like the idea of something that's indestructible because I remember as a child that was called a challenge.
yeah, that's a challenge right there.
Oh, I can get him cool glasses and a doggy cigar toy.
Wow.
Because that seems
Do they have
practical.
doggy Secret Santas? Gimli got Woofer over here, and
Hey, Gimli, you want to
No
get
idea.
Woofer a toy? I can't help him there. I do the human ones, but I'm sure I could organize a dog one with all my dog friends on Instagram. So,
We're
take
in.
that. I mean,
So have you all gotten your presents from your Secret Santa? I know Stephers has.
I have, yes.
I have
Because
not
had
yet.
Stephers. You have not yet. I have not yet
Well,
either.
I say that we were, like I said, we just got back from Springs, and between UPS, FedEx, they've been here multiple times a day. So
Yes.
there was 5 packages on the porch. So maybe it did arrive, but I
I'm
haven't
looking.
haven't had time to check.
I get
If
to
I-
see.
sorry,
Oh.
if I was a better video editor right now, our screens would be turning green because we're all jealous of you. Oh, I was just at the Disney Springs today.
Oh,
That's a 700
I
mile
know.
drive. How did you do that so fast?
And they look like they've done so many cool Christmas things at Disney Springs these days. I see little pictures occasionally and I'm like, oh, I want to see more of what they're doing there.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on being in the parks late enough to see anything, or actually, it's hard to get a reservation at all now. And then we go into our blackout period for the Sorcerer AP on Saturday, I think.
Oh.
Friday or Saturday, I think it becomes our blackout period. So tonight, when we were leaving Springs, we were coming past the Christmas tree there in the center by the Lime Garage, and the snow was falling. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get to see it at least."
Oh.
So it was
Christmas.
nice. You can catch it later on TikTok, Theme Park Rob.
Good, good. I need to get caught up. I'm so far behind. The last few weeks have been crazy, and so I've got to get caught up.
Well, I mean, I can only imagine. Your gifts are coming. I know it.
It's possible I did not introduce everyone.
You did not really. You just kind of jumped in. So
we'll get there in the end.
I'm me, you're you, you're them. Done.
We're us.
And we're, that.
That's
what
it.
he said.
That
No,
works.
he said. I say it backwards. I don't know what to say.
So do you guys like to be surprised by presents? Like, do you, or are you the kind that really like to kind of know what's coming? Do you want hints when you get presents?
It depends on who it's from, because if it's like one of my family members that like doesn't really know me or what I like, and I'm getting surprised with socks or deodorant, I'm not joking. Not particularly, but you know, like you said, I like the sentimental gifts. So if there's something that someone's like heard me say or heard, knows that I want, I just think it's, surprise me. Sure. I hope I surprised Jackson. I got him a gift, and woo-wee, it's a nice one.
I on the other hand, I love surprises. I'm married to a woman who doesn't have a problem saying, when we're out shopping, she's like, "I'm going to get this for you for Christmas." I'm like, "I don't want to know. Do it. Send me over there. Send me out of the store." I love surprises. Again, this goes back to my mother, which, if we have time, Lewis, do we?
Oh, sure.
I have a story. I was like 7 years old, and my mom had been out Christmas shopping, and she said, "Stay away from the car. Stay away from the car." And I was like, okay. I was not one to snoop. I never have been. And even before this incident, I wouldn't have snooped. But I walked over to the car. We were getting ready to leave. And I'm standing there and I'm looking in the car, and I can see in a shopping bag, I don't remember what store it was from, was a Mr. Potato Head. And I was like, oh. And she was standing right there. She's like, "I told you not to stoop and stay away from the car." She said, "That was yours, and now I'm going to give it to somebody else." And I was like, oh my God, I was devastated. And I did not get it for Christmas. Now my cousin got it, so I believe that that's probably who it was for. So she was teaching me a lesson which didn't need to be taught. And from that moment on, I never ever snooped. I never went looking for anything. I never shook packages, which package never arrived under our tree until Christmas morning after Santa had been there. So
yeah.
And I still try to do that with Tracy and Maddie and the kids.
Mm-hmm.
If Tracy had her way, everything would be wrapped under the tree. And I'm like, no, just wait a little bit. Wait till we get a little bit closer to Christmas, please. Yes. So I like surprises. Doesn't matter who it's from, because I that's just part of Christmas to me.
See, I do
Plus
too. I don't want hints. I don't want, like Lewis is always like, try to guess what's in. No, I don't want to guess. I don't want hints. Nope. I want to be completely surprised. And so I don't have a desire to snoop, because I would rather enjoy the surprise than to figure it out ahead of time. So,
yeah.
So I had this problem with surprises in that I build it up in my head so bigger than it could ever be. I'm going to get a new car. There's car keys in there. No, it's so that's what gets me. My childhood experience though, I guess I got it from my mom. She was the worst at getting gifts. My dad had wrapped some glass doves one year, and she was, and he's just terrible, until he was like, we got to quit this, or you're going to go crazy. Because she once, a few years before that, had practically in a non-violent sort of way beaten it out of me what her present was. They were hot rollers. I mean, just hot rollers. And my dad found out that I told, and he never once again in his life told me what he was getting my mom for Christmas. Not even once. My dad was the shopper in the family and the cook in the family too. It was an interesting family.
Lewis very much Dillo's presents though. Like he opens them and I'll be so excited and can't wait for him, and he'll be like, "Oh yeah, cool," and sits it down and then moves on, and I'm like, you were more excited about that. Like he's very, I mean, he appreciates it and he's excited. He just doesn't have that like natural tendency to gush over something.
I'm awkward when I open presents, so I feel that. I'm like, yay, this is so exciting, and then I'm like thinking about ways to use it, but I'm also like, I should be probably jumping up for joy or something, but I can't because I'm too busy. Like, yeah, I'm not good.
Feeling awkward. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just an awkward bean. It is what it is. Right, Gimli? We're awkward beans together.
I think that I mean, I can get excited. I'm not going to be one like, oh my gosh, I got, I think I've outgrown that. Maybe. I don't know. I'll find out Christmas morning.
No.
And every year is a surprise. But I can. I think that's the introvert in all of us. It's like, oh, thanks. This is great.
It happens about the time you have enough money to buy your own stuff. That present buying gets hard. And no one's ever going to surprise you enough, right?
I get super excited because I think I just love the fact that somebody's thought enough to get me a gift. And so I just like, for me, I get excited over everything that I get. So Lewis actually snuck home, probably the best, like sneaky that he ever did. We were at the parks and I saw they had a Baymax, and it's huge. I mean, it's a huge stuffed Baymax. It's like a big pillow. And so I saw it at the parks and went crazy over it because I just thought it was because I love Baymax, and I just thought it was the coolest thing I had ever seen. And he actually bought that for me on the trip and brought it home in the car without me seeing it. So Christmas morning, I was like floored that it was there and underneath the tree. And I still can't quite figure out how in the world he got it from the park into the car without me ever noticing it the whole trip home.
I think it was the last day of the trip. I ran back and got it. Stuffed in the car.
Stuffed.
My dad, we would go out of town a lot of time for Christmas, and I would never see what was in the car. That was mine. He was really good. I just stuffed it in there. It was our suitcase would just go in the car and on top of the other car. And
on the way home, it's like as long as I can get the trunk shut.
I think I took the dirty clothes out and stuffed it in a suitcase.
Yeah, it's a nice thing about having a car. I have to say, I think the biggest surprise was Jackson proposing because he hid the ring in a pop. What are those called? The Funko Pop things. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He has a big dragon thingy. A big dragon thingy. It's from Lord of the Rings. I don't know if it's a dragon or what it is. He was hiding it. Sure, that sounds like a thing. Maybe. And he had it in his computer, like his computer case where all his like doohickeys are. And then when we left to pack, which I pack everything, he stuffed it in one of his socks. And then I'm the one who made the reservation for the dinner. So then I'm like, what do you mean? It was just a whole whirlwind of, I was like, what happened? When did this happen? When did you do this?
And so you were really surprised, like you didn't have a guess?
No, I was like, because there were like previous events. I was like, nah, it's not going to happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? So then you psych yourself out, and then you're like, oh, well, evidently I was wrong. So yay me. Right, buddy? Yes.
That's funny. And awesome. Same time.
Yes, it's also great. Yes. Yeah. Oh, also, I thought of a new idea for a Secret Santa. If we did like a Christmas in July thing, it's a smaller scale, but like a mug or cup exchange, because we all know how obsessive mugs are. Whatever. I know what I'm saying. So just an idea I came up with, sort of.
That would be so much fun. I'd love that.
Yeah.
I feel like now I need to add a shot where I pan into the array of things we're about to get rid of.
Oh,
There's
I'm
no room
fine,
in our
no.
There's no room in our house.
I mean, if you're getting rid of mugs,
Nothing Disney though.
Nothing
just
Disney, nothing.
oh, just the non-Disney one, I understand.
just the non-Disney, yeah.
I do that too. I think all of our mugs are pretty much Disney or Universal, except for maybe a handful that are part of a matching set. So I feel obligated to keep them. So
Who is it? Someone does a mug a week, different mug a week.
There's a Twitter, yes.
Oh,
Disney
my
mugs
friend-
mhm.
oh, my friend does it every day.
Yes.
But
I
but
like
he
to
did-
see that one. He always
Mhm.
has good ones.
Yeah, what did he?
What's your
I'm trying
friend?
to remember his handle, but I can't.
What's your friend?
think
We'll
of
put
it
his
right now.
handle up there
Sure.
on the screen.
Oh, Circus Bear 16.
There
Oh,
you
so he does it daily. I didn't want to
yeah.
over.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I
Yes,
knew he
yes,
did. Yeah,
yes.
because that's one I like to try to catch because I like to see which ones he has.
Yeah, he finally did Universal one since we saw him in Universal. So he's
Ah,
learned. He's learned the ways.
That's a
Unbelievable.
pretty extensive collection to be able to do that.
Oh, he has like what are those fancy cupboard thingies called that adults have? I don't have one of those.
Oh, like a hutch or a china cabinet kind of
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah, like that thing, but
Mhm.
like there's another word and I can't remember what it is. He has like a full one, and then he displays some of them around his house depending on
Tchotchke
holiday.
tower.
No,
Wow, yeah.
it's like a china cabinet, but there's
Mhm.
another word.
Yeah.
I'll think about it and I'll
Mm.
get it in my sleep and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's
Like,
what it is.
Yeah. You have to text that to me then because it's going to bug me too. I'm gonna be thinking.
100%.
I still need to
I'm
unpack the
trying to think.
Universal experience. That was a
Oh,
very different experience than I expected.
I mean, hopefully in a positive way and not a negative way. So maybe,
I don't like to think about it since I wasn't there. So
I mean,
it's okay.
one day, Val, one day. Don't you worry. Right?
I was gonna get there. I will get
We'll go
there.
too far to that, but she would have been dead on every single one of those rides,
Except ET.
except ET. And that's you go up high too there, so there's still
I mean, if
a
she,
little array of
Yeah.
that.
I mean,
I
but
told
it's like
him
cute.
She can do Peter Pan, so it's not. I was just
Yeah.
kidding, but
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I can do
Dead.
live, but I did say that's one thing about Disney that Disney gets a lot of grief for a lot of things, but the thing that I think is so amazing about Disney is that there are things that no matter what your circumstance or what your challenge might be or what you might be able to do or not do, there's always lots you can do at Disney. Most everybody can ride the Haunted Mansion or they can ride It's a Small World or there's and so it's harder for me like for Dollywood and for Universal or Six Flags because there's a lot of times there's things in the park and I can't do any of them. There's not much I can do. So
I once
but
was actually.
I still want to go because I want to do the Harry Potter world things and
I did once have to do the walk of shame off of Haunted Mansion, so it doesn't accept everybody.
yeah, that is true.
That was
That's-
that was a rough day.
I mean,
That
it
was the
only-
day I was like, I'm gonna lose some weight.
I was gonna say, but now you don't get walk ashamed off, so
No.
full.
Just
I was
off,
surprised at
a
Hagrid's
mummy
though. I
ride of
really
some
thought
sort.
he could ride Hagrid's. I really was not expecting him to not be able to do
Hagrid
Hagrid's.
could not ride
So-
Hagrid's.
Yeah,
Saying,
no.
right?
My friend, a couple of my friends, they have to do the test seat every single time they ride because they just need a quadruple check because the first time we went on, he didn't fit either. And then some magical thing, I don't know, and he magically fits on the motorbike now. Couldn't tell you. Nothing has changed. So
Well, and that's the Flight of Passage we found to be that way a little bit. Sometimes Luke, there's been a couple of times, even though Luke can do Flight of Passage, there's been a couple of times where they've said, no, this isn't going to work. And it turns out just to be the seat. Like,
yeah,
Right.
if it's been available, he's changed to another. They said, well, we'll do this really quick and see if you can. And then it clicks just fine. So I said, sometimes those seats are nitpicky.
they have the Harry Potter rides in general run smaller to begin with, and then there is maybe a seat, I can't remember what row it is, that is like supposed to be bigger. I don't even know if that's true. And I'm like, all right, well, you should probably advertise that for people so
Mhm.
people can ride this ride and whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because I was looking for that's the ride that I've really been looking forward to the most was Hagrid's because I thought it looked fun.
I mean, you have to
and
do
that
it
I'd
at
be able
night.
to do it.
So nighttime's the best time. I'm just saying. And Velocicoaster, but you don't do that.
I can't do that. I would love to do that. I've watched that video 100 times because I think it looks so fun, but I can't do that. So
Nighttime Velocicoaster.
It would be a struggle.
yeah, no, I wouldn't. I'd have to be carried off that one.
Save it for
That
the
would
end
be
of the
better
night.
than Men in Black or anything.
Hold on a minute.
Man, that thing spins you.
I can do like
It's fun. I liked it.
If you go down the stairs and do the right side off the stairs and do the front row, it doesn't feel as spinny. If you do the back rows, those feel pretty spinny, and then the left side feels worse than the right side.
Yeah.
Fun facts by Stephers.
I have to make a list with Stephers before we go so that I'll know, because
I feel like someday
because I could do some of those rides and like I can do Star Tours. I just am a little woozy after, so I have to sit and make sure I'm not to make the spinning stop. But if I flipped completely upside down, there's nothing that makes the spinning stop except for
there is no ride at Universal which is as mild as Star Tours. That other than ET.
Define. I've never been on, okay, I might have been on Star Tours years ago, but I've never been on Star Tours, so I don't actually. Jimmy Fallon, Minions, Shrek 4D,
Fallon
RIP.
was, yes.
So I can do Smuggler's Run.
Yeah, so she can do.
And so
Jimmy Fallon and Minions. I don't know. Spider-Man might be more. Spider-Man does a lot of this. Oh, Kong. She can do Kong.
Because I always figure with the video rides, like, because even with Star Tours, if I close my eyes, I'm fine, because it's not the shaking that bothers me. It's the visual.
It's the visual.
Oh.
And so, like, usually if I can, but what happens is I get interested and I want to see it, and I won't close my eyes, and then that's when I am like, oh, I was really dumb. I shouldn't have done that. So I always figure I can close my eyes if.
I even think the Fast and Furious might destroy.
No, did you really ride that? Because that's not part of our friendship agreement. Is riding.
I thought it was worst thing ever.
No, wrong. That's
mostly
the wrong
because
answer.
it was 2D. Mostly because the visuals were there. Is that where Earthquake was? Where was Earthquake?
That was the disaster Earthquake. Yeah, that was there.
Because I loved that ride.
That was where Beetlejuice. Hold on. Yeah,
I love
they
that
took up the whole spot. Yeah, I got there.
Because the first time I went there, I got to go through their backlot tour kind of thing where you ended up in the Earthquake, and I missed that. That was so cool.
Oh, all the OGs are greatly missed. If we can just get rid of Simpsons and go back to the Future, that'd be great. But that's besides the point. That's fine.
See, I would much rather see a Back to the Future attraction than
a
Simpsons. I'm not a huge Simpsons fan, so
I'm not the Simpsons ride looked like it was made back before they went to
they did
HD.
It was
really terrible in that respect.
Yeah, that's why I don't go on it, because if they would update the screens, it would be 10 times more tolerable. But it ain't it. Mummy's great.
Yeah, I didn't feel Mummy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I feel as if we've deloed this by going on so many tangents.
Oh, you win some,
tangents
you lose some.
are
like
good.
That's all right.
I mean, they're theme park related tangents, so it's fine.
Let's just say we can talk theme parks for hours. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. I'm giving you an out. See.
No.
Well, it's
Nope, me and Gimli are vibing over here. Jackson won't go to Magic Kingdom anymore either. Not until like Tron opens or something.
Really?
Makes it. Yeah, we talk about it. We talk about it. Spoiler alert, but it'll be in the ether very soon.
Oh, okay.
It just wasn't it.
I want to hear. Yeah, what do you think?
So he's only a thrill kind of person? Or?
No. He says Epcot and Hollywood Studios, they're fine. You know what I mean? Like, he enjoys Hollywood Studios for the rides and stuff, and Epcot, he just enjoys walking around there more. Magic Kingdom just is too close quarters for him. And I kind of agree. It's
a lot of people.
A lot of people, overwhelming, and but the castle looks pretty.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Have you guys seen Hawkeye?
Yes.
Yeah,
Is there a new episode? Is there 5
well, no,
or 4
it would have been one of the others. I didn't want to spoil another episode.
Okay.
But somebody had a great meme of like a picture of Magic Kingdom in front of the castle where literally it's just a sea of people. And then beside that, they had the picture of Hawkeye with the Thanos was right mug. And I was like,
Yep.
it's a great description for Magic Kingdom these days.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's a little too crowded.
It's only crowded at the fireworks.
No, it's crowded.
It's only that
in
kind of
general.
crowded.
No. It's pretty bad now.
In Hollywood Studios was, I know when we were there last time, felt
It was
extra crowded, like way more crowded than normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
it's going to be really bad this week. So.
I'm glad I got out of there when I did, but I mean the rides are great though, so it's hard to not go, but also you got to pick and choose your battles and pick and choose your breathing air.
Right.
Yeah. Well, the first 2 weeks of December used to be, those were our favorite weeks to go because it was so quiet. Like it was just, I mean, those were the weeks where you could ride things even without getting out of vehicles. You could just ride things over and over and over again. And it was just, but that stopped a long time ago.
Yeah. When we, in 94, no.
Wasn't born yet.
2004.
No.
We went down. We went the week after Thanksgiving. We left the day after Thanksgiving. Was down here for a week. And why is that? We went down the week after Thanksgiving, and as you were saying, Val, it was empty. I mean, it was unbelievable the way it was.
Right. Yeah, those were our favorite weeks. There in February, we usually could find the same, those weeks where it was hardly anybody there. It was nice.
That's what I was hoping for. That's what I was hoping for a couple weeks ago when I went. And because last year, I mean, you couldn't gauge anything on, 2020. You couldn't gauge anything. If you want to say, well, the crowds were low. Well, hell yeah, it's because they weren't allowing anybody in. But this year I said, oh, well, when did this change? When did this happen? Because it had been a while, we just moved down here a year and a half ago. So we weren't getting here for that first week of December for, 15 years. But
I forget how many years ago we started asking cast members questions because when we were waiting in lines and things, just to kind of say, when is the good time now? Like when is, and all of them would say the same thing. We can't even tell our families a good time anymore. Like we'll have weeks that we think it's going to be quiet and it's just packed.
Yeah, they get slammed.
Capacity.
Yeah.
So they were like, it's just, they said, we just can't tell anymore. And so it's really hard.
I got to say the good times are Mondays nights and Wednesday nights when you're staying at a deluxe resort. That's the good time. That was scary, amazing how empty the park was in Epcot. Got a lot of good pictures that I'm still combing through.
But also better time is Universal at a top hotel with the express passes. Walk right on those things. Just saying.
Yeah, I can see that.
I need to get over there this week or maybe first part of next week. I want to see the holiday decorations.
I tell you, when I saw Stephers parade, you posted the parade, and I was like, "That is a parade there."
Yeah.
I mean, that was spectacular.
Yep.
And
very slow.
Like, oh gosh.
She didn't see my version of the parade.
Well, I saw Stephers before yours. It was earlier in the week, or maybe not.
I really love the parade.
Stephers
The parade
first.
was the highlight of my day there. It was.
I really enjoyed the
parade.
confetti. Yeah.
The confetti, the floats.
Yeah, the floats were really well done.
It's just, it feels like a parade.
And Santa.
It's really cool. Yeah, Santa. It looks so cool.
If they had a band or two, it would be
absolutely perfect. They have one at the beginning, at the end, at the. They have it at some point.
I didn't see that.
That's okay.
I actually walked along with the Madagascar float for about half the parade. Apparently there's fireworks. I have no idea what that was all about.
Oh yeah, they have a water show too. I don't know. Yeah, they have a water show, but yeah, no, it was. I enjoy it. Makes me happy.
I was on the streets of New York.
Yeah,
explosions were occurring. I wasn't sure if I was going to be shot.
Lewis is not the planner in the family. I'm usually the one with the list of, okay, we have to make this show and we have to see this and this is what time this is. And Lewis's theory is just I'll wander and I'll see things. And if I miss it, I don't know it.
If it's happening when I walk by.
That's his. Yeah,
Hooray.
Born Stuntacular, you should do that.
That was closed, but yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
if you
pretty
got
good.
if you got there right at 5 and you rushed, you could have caught the last show.
Hmm.
Yeah, the last show's at like quarter till or 15 after or something outrageous that you probably wouldn't have made, but you could have. I don't know.
Is it similar to the Terminator show? That was really cool. I like that.
It's an up. How do I describe it without spoiling it? It's an updated, cooler experience, but kind of. I mean, same premise. Same plot situation type thing, but born so different. It's cool.
I don't feel like you could spoil it enough that it would hurt me from going in. We're talking about next.
Yeah, I don't want to
June,
spoil
July.
it.
I'm excited
Although
about
none of our
Indiana
family.
Jones.
My
There's a
daughter was
meetup
like,
in June. Just saying. June 3rd and 4th. Tickets go on sale tomorrow. I'm just saying, you guys can talk about that offline.
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
We've got to figure that out. Yeah. We've got a lot coming up in the next couple of months.
Yeah, you guys seem busy.
We just got to
You have had a plate full for what now? About 18 months?
Yeah, and it seems to not be stopping. And our lives are not normally like that. Like that's just not the way we typically go. I mean, and we're always busy people, but we don't have emergencies typically. And it has just been one after another for the last 3 years. It's been kind of crazy.
I'm not complaining though. I know a couple of people who died just this week. I don't know why. I just saw a tweet from a friend of mine, and so I'm not complaining about anything.
We are very thankful. We have been blessed, but it has just been kind of one thing after another. So we're just trying to. I said I'm taking it one day at a time at this point.
Sounds like a plan.
Been quite a year.
It has. So anyway,
so Secret Santa is a
full circle moment.
Yes,
it's something that you didn't do before this, Rob. In your previous careers, you didn't have coworkers. You were
no, we never did. And
I
don't know why.
Say what you did for a living, but unless you said it. But.
No, I don't mind. I was a firefighter, and it's not like we weren't friends. I mean, it was family. Yeah. I lived and worked with these men and women. Every day I depended on them like I depend on my wife and my kids.
Aww.
So it wasn't an issue of we wouldn't do it. I just don't think anybody ever brought it up. Now, I will say this. There were a couple of us that were very close, and we would put something in each other's locker. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I knew if I saw something in my locker, I knew who it was from, and they would know who it was from. There was like 4 of us out of 8 on a shift, or actually 24. The 4 of us would do something. But it wasn't ever a Secret Santa type thing. And like I said, that's the first time I'd ever done it last year. So
we've never really done gifts at work either. We don't get our boss a gift. He doesn't get us this gift. We're happy that way. I
don't think I like people enough at my place of employment to really get, it is what it is. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
You're just not comfortable with it. That's
yeah. And I don't think anybody should feel forced to. I don't like it when people felt forced to get me. In education, kids are constantly bringing you stuff, and parents are bringing you stuff, and so I typically got a lot of little things at Christmas time. But sometimes I felt like they felt forced to do it, like they had to bring me something or had to do something, and I never wanted people to feel forced. It's more fun when it's fun.
Yeah,
and they never gave her. They never gave her enough to change a grade either. That's what I always said. If I give you $1,000 for Christmas, will you change my grade? I'll be like, you're doing it.
You get an A, you get an A, and you get an A, mister.
I'll change them for you.
I wish I'd have known if that would have worked.
I know where her
I
grade
didn't
books
typically.
are. I'll make it happen.
I don't think I had enough to even do that. So, oh, good boy.
Okay.
Okay.
Again, hostage situation. We're up to 40 minutes here on this.
Really?
I don't feel like a
We will.
hostage. Do you feel like a hostage?
No,
Not at
I've been
all.
recording for
Okay.
39 minutes and 50
Not at all.
I feel like we're holding him hostage now at this point.
Yeah, it's
All
like-
right, Gimli.
My
See, I wouldn't have a problem if we sat and did
Can
this a couple times a month just
I
to
know.
chat.
I know. I love it when we
I
get together.
truly don't mind this at all.
Yeah,
I
I
actually
miss
would
our
love that.
our times when we used to get together and all just talk. That's fun.
Look,
Now-
boop the floof.
I will say you have.
Gimli is so precious. Look at that face.
What is that smell?
He's like,
Just
what are
glad
these
she's
people
home.
doing? I know.
Thank goodness this is a
I
smell of
know. It's like Gimli missed mom and dad. Is that how you refer to mom or missed?
Yeah.
He missed you
Yeah.
guys.
He missed mostly me, let's be honest. Jackson
Well,
came
yeah.
in the door. It wasn't the same as his reaction to me. Right, buddy? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the meds are kicking in. Yeah, good job, buddy.
It is one of the downsides they said of people working at home now more.
Oh, it's terrible.
Pets are like, where are you at? What's up, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Chrissy's dog Maddie had a hard time with that. Was a huge transition for Maddie. It was like, and just the most chill dog ever. And then when they both went back to work, she just like went nuts. Like really had a hard time. And so,
Yeah.
so Chrissy's working. Our daughter's working at home again. So Maddie's a happy camper.
Sorry, Gimli.
Aw.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I work at home. It's just hard because he can't go back to that lady to get boarded anymore because he just doesn't thrive. And
Mhm.
finding people that are reliable to come into my home is like
Mhm.
kind of sketchy. So,
Yeah.
I'm just hopefully training will help. If not, I will start taking applications for people who want to watch this cute little man.
Disney has a very special little place for dogs. I hear that it's pretty spectacular.
Well, I don't know if he'll thrive in like a foreign environment, which is my
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Maybe after training, he will thrive in such foreign environments.
I
Right?
was gonna say you can take him to the hotel with you, for that matter.
Mhm.
Have you
Some
heard
of
his
them.
howl? Because I can send you a video of his howl. I don't know if that would be
There we
good.
go. Aw.
It's an interesting
Right.
question. I don't know if there
Can't
are there rules
imagine
about that.
anything but cute.
I think they put the pet owners in a specific like wing of the hotel. So,
Yeah.
right, buddy? You get your own special wing.
Mhm.
Yeah. It
That's
doesn't
what they're
specifically say about no pets. I think it just says that, you have to declare your pet. And
Yeah, because I don't think I remember ever hearing a pet at a resort when we've stayed at Disney. I've often heard children, but
Mhm.
never heard pets, honestly, thinking about it. So,
Yep. Well, Gimli will just probably whine and cry and miss me too much, so then I'll feel bad. What are you looking at?
It's like trying to figure out who these people are.
This is the vlog right here. Just the dog staring at the camera.
Yeah, good boy. These drugs are so good. Mhm. You got a little eye boogie, mister. I got it. We're good. He says
Alright.
good night.
I will say one last thing, Lisa, that I have something to add for the Secret Santa
Yeah.
is I had Frank this year, and
Oh, you got some good things for Frank.
I am. See, that's where I go wrong. I know that there was this limit, and I'm like, all right, there's a limit, but I've got a list, and I'm not one. I can't make that decision. I don't know. He gave me this list, Frank.
He does
So-
not rank it either. It's just
So I bought what I think he would like, or what I think I would like, and he ended up with
Some goodies.
Yeah,
He kept
so-
pulling out that box. So I was
Yeah.
like, ooh.
yeah. So whoever gets me, Just
I know who has you.
I don't
I know
know.
who
I don't
has
know how
you.
I don't follow the rules exactly. So
We could do a whole discussion on the rules, the limits, and what
I
the
can't
limit
wait
means to you.
see everybody's. I love to watch for everybody to open their stuff. I watched Jen's today of her opening her Secret Santa boxes, and so I was like, and she had the kids helped her do it, so it was so fun. So I enjoy watching everybody open the gifts.
I love when the kids are in. Yeah.
The kids are too much.
They're awesome.
They're pretty funny, right, Mr. G? Boop, boop, boop.
You have to brush your teeth after. It's so sweet.
Oh my god, yeah, they're pretty. They're so cute. Absolutely the most adorable kids.
They really are. They
Gosh,
really are.
not as adorable as you.
And I love it when Frank's daughter hosts
Co-host.
with him
Co-host.
when she gives her commentary. She's so
Yes.
great. Oh, she's awesome.
Yeah, they're so
Yeah, it's
cute.
fun because sometimes you can tell like Frank's like, oh,
Yeah.
like, yeah, we know who's running this one, buddy. And that's all right.
I love the fedora you got him. I thought it was a cool one too. That was really
Yeah.
neat.
Well, when he said it, I thought, all right. And he must have wore his other one out.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Gotta have a hat rack, right, with lots of hats.
Probably
I know
has
it's some sort of closet thing.
Yeah, display case, maybe. You know, you never know.
Hats for all occasions.
He probably has them. Gimli.
Okay, well, I'm gonna end this broadcast.
Okay.
And
Let everybody give their social media platforms so we can keep up.
Okay. You can go first, Rob.
Want to go first, Rob?
Okay. Well, you can find me everywhere. Theme Park Rob on Facebook, if anybody is still there. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. That's where you can find me. Theme
Twitter.
Park Rob.
are all these
Oh,
handles
yes.
the same
And
as
Twitter.
Theme Park
Yes,
Rob?
they are. They are all the
Okay.
same.
Gimli, you want to give the plugs, buddy? Okay, so this is Gimli the Beagle on Instagram. My mom's Instagram is Adventures with Stephers, and so is her TikTok. And her Twitter is AsianZing95. Yes. Go follow us. Woohoo!
All right. The dog probably has more followers than I have, which is, I know there's a turkey at Dollywood, a turkey buzzer that has more followers than I do. So he's more articulate, so I guess that's probably it.
Yes. Good boy.
All right, so I'm just thinking, what am I going to do with all this video?
I'm just gonna start editing this. Thank you
Upload
guys
it
so
all.
much for taking your time with us. We appreciate it. We enjoy talking to you all so much.
Oh,
We
I
love
being
you
here.
guys.
Love being here. I enjoy talking with you. Like I said, if we could do this more often, just so we could talk and see each other.
I love that.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that was what we were talking about. I was talking about with Frank and Jen last night. Just this community means so much to us, and the friends that we have made this past year. The past couple of years with you all, and it's just meant a lot to us. It's been huge, and so you guys are family.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Is that we're all family, and I mean, I feel that way. Yeah. Jen and I have talked extensively about it, and I mean,
We love
that's
you
exactly
guys.
how we feel. Yeah.
I mean, okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm going to end the broadcast.